My name is Mohammed Shmeri and here's Rashid. Okay, and today we're having a wonderful chemist. Hi, Miss Laura. How are you?
Hi. Hi, guys. How are you? I'm so honored to be part of this. My name is Miss Laura Husseiny, and I'm a chemistry teacher in Al Mawakib Al Khawani School. I've been teaching for 4 years for now, and I'm here to answer your questions.
How are you dealing with Corona days? Like, how was quarantine? How is like life with Corona?
Okay, so I know that Corona is now affecting all of us, but I've tried as much as possible to take this whole situation in a positive way. I've done so much that I could not do due to our busy daily life. I've started the reading again, doing yoga, sports. I've also valued the connection of connection with family, the bond I have with my friends. I'm now checking on the family and friends more often. So I'm trying as much as possible to take advantage of the whole situation rather than just look at the bad part of it. But hopefully it will end soon.
So Corona is not that bad.
It's not that bad. I promise it's not that bad. It's okay to take some time to zone out, to sit at home, to prioritize your tasks, to reflect. So I guess it's a chance for all of us, all of the humans around the world, to just reflect and value more the things we had before.
Oh
So this
yeah,
is how
Miss.
I'm dealing with it. And
Yeah,
I
it's great.
advise you to, yes,
Yeah.
Rasha.
Yeah, I just want to say that it's great that you are looking at the good side instead of the bad side of
True,
this like Corona. Yeah.
we should always do that. We will pass through challenges in our daily life. So take each challenge, accept the challenge, take the most out of it, and then come out with an experience, with something you've learned. This is the best way to deal with things that bombard you every single day.
I agree.
Yeah. So Miss, I hope you are doing well and happy. So like, can you tell us a bit about yourself and like who are you?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you briefly about myself, about my background. Uh, First of all, as you know, and as you see me every day in class, I'm a chemistry teacher in Al Mawakib Al Khawanis. I've been teaching in the school. This is my fourth year there. Before that, I was a chemistry graduate. I also did my minor in business. Chemistry always been my passion, and this specific field of science always fantasized me. I've learned so much through my experience in university, and I've learned more about chemistry than I've ever did once I started teaching it. So this is a bit of me, and that's it.
That's
Okay,
great.
Miss, can you talk about your high school life, like briefly? Like, how was your high
Okay.
school? Was it stressful? Did you like it?
My high school years, I can say that they were one of the best years in uh, in my whole life. These years are the years that molded my personality. So before that, I was all over the place, super hyper, never knew what I wanted. University years are the calm years, but the high school years are the years that shape your personality. They are the years that you get the most experience from the people around you, from your friends, from the teachers. They mold the way you think. They shape your interests. So I advise you all to take advantage of these years, make the most out of it, and keep it going.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great, Miss. We're doing the same thing here. Or at
I
least
can I can
trying. Yeah.
see that. I
Yeah.
can
Well,
see that.
uh, so Miss, can you tell me like what were your favorite subjects in high school?
Okay. As weird as it seems, my favorite subject was math. Math was my favorite subject in school. Maybe it was the math teacher himself who made me love the subject as much as I loved it back then. I think the teacher really plays a big role in the subject you like. I really loved chemistry as well. It was my second favorite subject, but during school, math was my favorite.
I'm actually the opposite. Math is not that good. So, Miss, can you talk about your like, were you bullied in high school? Did you experience any bullying?
Honestly, I did not experience bullying myself. I've seen others being bullied. I've always been an advocate for anti-bullying, but on a personal level, no, I haven't. I haven't been bullied in school. But it is a major issue nowadays, especially now with the cyberbullying. Um, I think that each one of us should reflect on that, because if we are treating others this way, how can we expect the world to be a good world?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I really motivate every single student to think of others and put themselves in others' shoes and see how your words and how your actions toward others really affect the mental and the emotional level of this person.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Miss, if you had like any friends in high school or best friends maybe, how did they like impact you and your high school years, and how did they affect your grades?
Yes, it is very important. And as you can see now, so seeing you guys here and seeing the influence you have over each other gave me a flashback for like 10 years ago when I was in high school and how my friends influenced my personality. At in high school itself, I guess it was in grade 9, it's the period where I shifted from one school to another.
Mm.
Shifting from one school to another impacted me emotionally and you can say psychologically. I wasn't feeling very well dealing with a new school, new students, new teachers. One of my dearest friends, and I've known her for 10 years now, since high school. She really influenced me and my life decisions. So, friends, choose your friends wisely, because those friends that you meet in school are the ones that you will call later on the friends of life.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
They
Yeah.
shape the way you think, they motivate you in doing good, not only doing good in school, but also doing good morally.
Yes.
So the friends, the impact of friends is really important, and the influence of friends is really important. And
Should.
I see that you guys have, yes, have chosen your friends very wisely.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Miss.
Yes, Miss. Can you like give us how was your senior year? Did you like it? How it was stressful? Senior year is like,
My see
yeah, when people talk about
the last school year.
high school, they only target senior year. They only focus on senior year. How do you like? How do you? How was your experience with senior year?
How do I see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I talk about the most important year in school, I talk about grade 11, not grade 12, which is the junior year, not the senior year. Because the junior year is the year that you do your SATs, and is the year that you apply to universities, is the year that I believe that it is the most stressful year in school itself. Senior year is the year of graduation. I believe that it is one of the most enjoyable years in school. All of the activities you do, all of the funds you make for your prom or for your graduation, all of the last memorable gatherings you do, from the last picture to the last day to the gown size checking, all of these are very enjoyable. It's a bittersweet kind of feeling you feel. You feel very excited to start a new journey, but at the same time, you're fearing bitter because you're leaving your second home. You're leaving a place that you have spent more time than you'd ever spend at your house. So this is how I describe grade 12 or the senior year.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Miss. Thank you. That was a great answer. How did you choose this career path? What pushed you to choose this career on choosing your career path?
So as everyone knows that my career is a teacher. I can honestly say that I didn't choose to be a teacher, but this career chose me in itself. Ever since I was in, let's say, school, uh, I was the girl or the student who was asked 10 minutes before the test for a summary of the chapter, or Laura, can you please summarize the whole chapters in 10 minutes so I can nail this exam? I was this designated person because um, I'm very patient. I can explain again and again without losing my temper. So I guess eventually life has its own way to path you or choose something for you that suits you. This wasn't my plan from the start. I pursued chemistry in order to later on pursue the med school or be a doctor at the end, because the culture influence or the family influence or the family expectations wanted me to be that.
Yeah.
But then once I took teaching as an experience, or I tried teaching, I fell in love with it. And for now, I cannot believe or I cannot expect myself or see myself in any other career.
Yes. So, Miss, can you talk about your first year at university? Like people when like freshman year for most people is so difficult adjusting to a new
Yes,
place, like going, leaving your family, maybe leaving your country.
true.
Freshman is so important.
It is very important, and it is itself hectic. In my university, I did not do freshman year. I started with the major directly because we do a test in the Lebanese system that is equivalent to freshman year. So I skipped this year and started directly as a first year chemist. It was hectic. It's specifically because I had a lot of expectations from the family or from everyone around me to be the future doctor, to pursue med school. And as you know, med school in itself needs a lot of commitment. You're under pressure. I did not enjoy it as much as I wanted to, but I learned a lot in this year. I believe that this year set me up or introduced me to the school system, to the university system as it should be, especially the first semester. The first semester is the semester that you get used to the type of exams, the expectations that you are expected to follow. The guidelines, being social, and at the same time following up with your studies. So it is a very, very fruitful semester. And I advise you to take advantage from every single thing you experience throughout this semester. Don't miss out on anything. Basketball team, football team, clubs, join everything. Organize your time so that you would not miss out on anything.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Can you tell us like university uh how did university change your personality? Like, did your personality change after going to university and finishing?
Indeed, indeed. I was honestly, before university, I was very shy. I had zero public skills, and I couldn't speak in front of anyone, any person. So in university, I tried as much as possible to enrich all of this hidden, let's say, character characteristics I have, I joined every single club. I joined a public speaking master club. I started speaking in front of a team. I initiated my own club that fund money and food to distribute all over Lebanon. It's called the Volunteering Club. What else? So all of these little things I did made me the person who I am now.
Mm.
So I advise you again to take to join in every single thing that you find yourself in, or if you don't find yourself in it, to get out of your comfort zone, try new things, explore new experiences, and don't limit yourself. Never limit yourself.
Yes, yes. So, Miss, can you give us an overview about your major? Like people
Okay.
pursuing chemistry, they want an overview about chemistry. Would they like it? Is it a good fit for them? Yeah.
Okay. So before going into my class, and you guys have seen, chemistry for everyone is just molecules. Everyone who hear the word chemistry thinks about the periodic table or the elements in the periodic table or a field of science itself. But enrolling in this specific major itself, and furthermore teaching this subject, taught me more about chemistry than I've learned in from books.
Mm.
Chemistry is the water we drink. Chemistry is the food, the products, everything around us is composed of compounds. And these compounds and how these compounds react or combine determine the characteristics and everything around us. So chemistry is not just the science. Chemistry is the world itself. Chemistry is all the majors, every single major in our life, or every single major we think of, chemistry is involved in it.
Yes.
So
Like
this is
when,
chemistry for me.
yeah, like if I talk about 2 years back, in grade nine, 2 years ago, I was introduced to chemistry. I thought chemistry is like just using chemicals and mixing them together to make something. Grade 10 students, grade 11 students like told me that chemistry is so difficult. It's not about mixing chemicals. You'll be facing difficulties. But when I got into chemistry, it's something nice. It's interesting. It's the way we see life. Yeah.
It exactly. It is what life is composed of. We are composed of chemistry. Everything around us is chemistry.
Yeah, I agree, Miss. Even I'm going to pursue an astrophysics career, and there's also chemistry in that. Muhammad is an
Exactly.
inspiring, yeah, doctor, and there's a lot
And
of chemistry in that.
a
Yeah, I
lot
agree
of
with you.
chemistry in that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
So
thought
biochemistry is,
I thought it's
yeah,
only biology, but it's like medicine is chemistry.
true. Because in order to go through med school, you can decide whether you want to start as a biologist or a chemist. You can pursue either BS or also a physics major, also psychology major. All of these majors can set you off to go to med school. You just need to finish the specific courses for med school, which are 6 to 7 main courses that you take during your chemistry, physics, biology, psychology, BS, and then you can apply to med school.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss. Can you talk about specializations in your major, and how can a chemistry student specialize further after graduation?
Okay, so specializations in chemistry, can you can start off with BS in chemistry, but the fields are beyond this specific BS or this specific major are countless. You can go to being a chemical engineer, which is involved in mass production of products. You can be an astrochemist, an astrochemist who studies different composition of different planets and then compare it to the composition of compounds on Earth. You can be a geochemist who can study minerals and other rocks on Earth's surface. You can be a renewable and sustainable energy engineer. You can go into perfumery. You can go into cosmetics. You can go into you can be a chef who can use chemistry in order to design specific products that can last days and days. So all of these are fields of chemistry, and they are countless. I just counted few that we can count on one hand, but you have a broad, very, very broad scope in front of you. You can also be a hazardous product chemist who can who can study different compounds or different ways to specify what's a way to secrete or to process these chemicals itself. So you have different majors. Petroleum engineer, for instance.
Yes.
All of these majors are come out of chemistry.
Yes, the chef part was actually new, but
The chef, yeah.
yeah, but people in chemistry nowadays are pursuing cancer science. Cancer, s- cancer
Cancer
science
science
is
itself.
something amazing. Like, do you think cancer science is something that that chemists will eventually find cure to?
I highly believe so. I have a lot of friends who either pursued cancer science or are working now with different viruses and vaccines. So all of these also come out of chemistry itself. This is the future. So the, depending on what is needed in this specific time. So in this specific time, we need a solution for cancer. We need a solution or we need a cure for COVID-19. Chemistry is involved in everything. So whenever a specific field comes out or a specific need comes out, on the other hand, a field will come out just to solve this specific issue. So throwing it back 10 years ago, we did not have chemists who study about sustainable energy or about renewable energy, but the need of it created this specific major. I haven't, when I was in Lebanon, I haven't heard of chemical engineering before. So once I got into chemistry, the first year I got into my major, a year after that, the major opened in our department. So new majors come out depending on the need. I've seen one of your Visums post is about the diminishing majors
Yeah,
or
jobs.
majors
Jobs.
that will die in 10 years.
Yeah.
Also, by 10 years, you can see new majors coming out because of the need, because we need those specific majors.
Yes, Miss. Do you encourage people to pursue further education,
Further, but you mean further education by
like
masters?
masters, PhDs? Do you encourage them?
I highly encourage them because there is no limit to studying. There is no limit for knowledge. But let's talk about it in a reasonable way. Once you want to pursue masters, you should look into the career you want to pursue first. For example, you cannot pursue masters in a specific career without having an experience in the career itself. So I advise whoever wants to pursue masters to go and have an experience in this specific career for a year, for 2 years, just to see yourself in this career. Do I want to live my whole life working in this specific career? Maybe this experience or these 2 years of experience will open your eyes to different careers. Maybe you'll be interested in other stuff. So experience this and then pursue masters. Also, if you have a master's and you applied to a specific job, you will be overqualified for a job you don't even know anything about.
Mm.
So imagine myself having a master's degree. I want to be a curriculum coordinator because I had a master's in education, or I want to be a coordinator of science and I have a master's in science and a master's in education, and I don't even know what is teaching. This won't happen. You need experience over experience, and then you master this experience with a master's qualification.
Yes.
So this is my
Thank you,
2 points.
Miss. I agree with you when you said that like in 10 more years, new majors will show up, like sustainable energy, like engineering. That wasn't here like 10 years ago, and yeah, so yeah, I agree with you. Miss, can you tell us what are your future goals?
Okay. So you restating this point highlight what I want to be in the future. My
Yes.
future goal is to pursue sustainable energy or any type of renewable energy masters. I have been interested in this field for 2 years now, and I'm looking forward to my master's degree in this specific field.
Yes.
For teaching specifically, I want to also pursue my master's in education, maybe. But the thing I'm passionate more about is sustainable energy because I think this is the future.
Yes. Miss, any advice for youth watching us?
Okay. Choosing your career path is, I guess, the most stressful part of the high school itself. It's okay if you don't know now what you want to do. This is number one. Second thing, don't let anyone influence your choice. This is your future, and you should have the upper hand in your future. You should decide what you want to be. Don't listen to anyone. If you want to be an artist, be an artist. If you want to be a photographer, if you want to be a producer, be this person. Because in the end, if you try something you don't like, you will fail,
Yes, I agree.
or you won't give it 100%. It won't come out of your heart. Second of all, experience everything around you. Try everything. If you want to pursue, if you are lost between two, three majors, volunteer in these two, three fields. If you want to be a photographer and a producer and a doctor and watch videos of doctors, interview doctors, watch videos of what chemical engineers do, interview chemical engineers, go seek what these specific people do, and see yourself, do I and ask yourself, do I see myself in this position after 10 years? Will I be happy, or will I wake up every morning going to work happy, knowing that I will change the world, knowing that I will add to this society? Ask yourself that, and by then you can easily choose what you want. It is not an easy path. I can say that from personal experience, but once you do what you love, once you do what you are most passionate of, you will succeed.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Laura. Thank you, Anita.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes.
you so much, Miss.
uh,
That was really good advice. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashed. I just want to say that I can't be more proud of you guys. The Visms, I don't know what to say. I've seen very promising and successful young men who will shape the UAE, the future of the UAE. I'm very proud of you guys. I'm really honored to be interviewed by you. This is something I will mark on for the rest of my life.
Yes.
So this interview is more important than any certificate or any let's say it's more important than my actual chemistry degree.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Miss.
you,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you, guys, for watching us, and stay tuned for more interviews, and bye.